This is a pretty interesting time in my financial journey because I am about to hit a $0 net worth. Now, I know that most people would think a $0 net worth is nothing to be excited or emotional about, but when you came from a place of negative 231,700 and something dollars of a net worth, hitting zero is kind of a big deal. What's really caused me to stop and think about this is I've been flipping back through my favorite financial book, I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi. I love that book so much because it helps steer the ship of the last 5.5 years of getting my finances right and getting myself from a negative $231,000 net worth to almost zero. It should be zero in the next week or two. When I opened the book and I was flipping through back at the starting chapters, I found my notes from 2018, and it's just mind-blowing to see what my goals were then and see how much I have far surpassed them to this day. And it's just amazing. And I didn't hit all of my goals. Only some of them were surpassed. And now net worth is not something I really gave much crap about when I was negative 231,000 in the hole, because it just seemed so far away. So I didn't even start tracking my net worth until 2020, 2021, I forget which. But I'd gotten a lot of things under control, like consumer spending, no more credit cards, no more medical debt, no more car loans. After seeing that exponential growth for those few years, it made me think, hey, it could be fun to track that, just to really see the progress that I'm making. You guys know I'm a spreadsheet person. Spreadsheets, charts, and graphs, those things like really appeal to my brain. So it's been fun tracking my net worth, and it's so crazy to see it about to hit zero. It's just kind of wild. It's just making me realize that I've not really stopped and celebrated myself as much as I should have, which is kind of crappy because I think it's those kind of vital beginning steps of a financial journey that are so incredibly important to master before you can move on and even think about ramping up your net worth and pouring money into investments or whatever it may be. There's certain fundamental foundational things that need to happen. I did all of those things to myself, mostly by trial and error and sucking with money for so many years and really struggling to pull myself out of the ditch with credit cards and overdrawing my bank account and relying on financing. That's the hard crap, but you forget to celebrate yourself when you make those seemingly smaller steps that are at the beginning, because we're so bombarded by two major players, which are advertising, right? You can't scroll Instagram or Facebook without, depending on what you're paying attention to. For myself, I get these ads of insane, if you want to learn how to make 20 grand a month, then just watch this, or how to build a multi-million-dollar real estate portfolio before you're 25, and all these things, and you just flashy things that make you feel crap about your own situation, when maybe the best that you did today was avoiding spending $5 by making coffee at home. What you did seems shit in comparison to some supposedly insanely successful 20-something. And so you're getting that on one end, and then on the other end, there is people who want to give you advice on finances, right? Money is such a trigger topic for so many people. And when people offer advice, it's usually because they feel so passionate about something that they have to say something. And I'm all for that. I love a good open dialogue. The world needs more dialogue about finances, so there's not so much confusion and negative feeling around money, right? Just because we're all so confused by it. But it's hard when you are in the shit of it to know who to turn to if you don't have people in your personal life that are comfortable talking about money. And you're not even sure who the good person to ask is, right? So what do? Turn to the internet. So what's on the internet? All the finance bros saying they're making 20K a month, right? It just sucks. And if you do have people in your personal life that do offer you advice, it's typically, I wouldn't do that, that's risky, that seems dumb, why would you want to do that? because wanting to do better with your finances is just not the norm, sadly. I've really let other people's opinions in. Oh my gosh, my God, my camera, you guys, I'm so sorry. You're like teetering on a salad right now. I'm not even joking. I realize I let people's opinions in way too much, and I've mentioned this before, but it's becoming more evident the more I'm realizing, especially seeing my old goals and realizing how far I have come. And it's like, I have not stopped and celebrated myself for my small wins that are actually huge wins, right? Things like I don't need to rely on credit cards anymore. And once I got out of that, I should have celebrated, I can go to the grocery store and not overdraft anymore. And now it's time to celebrate the next step, right? And just hitting that $0 net worth, for me, it just feels like the foundation of the next step. And I'm excited to move forward. And I'm so damn proud of myself, no matter what. I think it's just so important that we all take a time out. And like I said before, if saving $5 on coffee was the best you could do today, that's successful. If you are at least even aware and want to do better, that is a huge first step. Because even those finance bros, right? No matter where you are on your journey, whether you are really in the shit with money and you're just now realizing that you do want better for yourself and you're starting to put yourself out there to learn how to be better, everybody started there, right? The 20K a month finance bros started there. I started there. Every single person starts there. But nobody talks about that because it's just not sexy, right? For example, I could sit here all day and just say, you know what, guys? I feel like I finally maybe have a couple pennies to rub together that I'm just trying to multiply a couple more pennies out of. I'm not great. I'm not where I want to be. I'm learning. I'm trying. Sometimes it's a fail. Sometimes it's a win. And so if you want to come over here and hang out and we'll just do this together one day at a time, then come hang out. But that is so less appealing than the guy saying, come over here and make 20K a month, right? Just trying to do better is where we all start. And really, I can take myself back to really being in that place of operating on credit card debt and overdraft fees. And I remember, like, all I really wanted is someone to show me what is step one, or show me someone else who's there right at step two, but they're fresh out of step one and they can help get me through it. And I don't even know what step I'm on, to be honest. But a $0 net worth is my new step one, right? It's just the next chapter. So I guess no matter what chapter you're in, congratulate yourself for at least realizing you want to have chapters of progress, of getting better, doing better, being better tomorrow. That's what it's all about. And that's exactly the thing that's going to get you there, not the get rich quick scheme. And don't let anyone else come in and shit on your progress. If you wouldn't trade accounts with someone, then be very careful taking financial advice from them, right? Always try to just focus on someone who's 1 or 2 steps ahead of you. It's going to be enough to motivate you to want to get there, but it's not going to be an overwhelming, way out there distant goalpost that you just feel like you're never going to get to. Break it down for yourself and meet yourself wherever you are and just start there. I promise you that any of your efforts are going to compound over time, and eventually you're going to look back and realize you've surpassed whatever goal you had before, and it's time to set a new one. So let's do it.